what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and this is another basketball reaction, and the video that we're reacting to is 7 stories that prove Kobe Bryant was not human. I'm surprised I haven't seen this video before. I've done these kinds of videos on certain players, but not on Kobe before. And like, speaking of him, it's crazy how time's passed since it happened. Like, it feels like it was yesterday since obviously the awful incident happened. It's been what? It's been nearly 3 months, 2 to 3 months. That is crazy, man. But man, of course, still rest in peace. God bless his rest his soul, man. Because it's still again, it's crazy how it's so vivid, how vivid it is still to the memory. I still remember when it happened and etc. How so many people are pouring out their respects to it, etc. But it is my first video to him in a very long time, and I'm interested, man, because obviously he was one of the best players of all time, and that should never be forgotten. But I've not seen a video. I don't think I've done a video like this. I may have done one similar, maybe. I can't really remember. I'm not done a video on Kobe in so long. I'm not aware of what I've done and what I haven't. But I'm interested, man. I know his whole his Mamba mentality was to do with mentally, he was just on top of everyone. Like the way he sort of fought, he just sort of had a level above everyone else, and maybe he wouldn't have the ability some players would have, but because of his mentality, he just sort of bang, he's just again a level above other people. But yo, I'm interested, and by the way, that's not me saying he didn't have the ability. I'm just sort of saying how his mentality was. But I'm interested, man. It's another Mike Kozemba video. I really enjoy his videos that he does. Let's just get into it, man, and see what's involved with this.
What's up, guys? Mike here, and today I am sitting in a Lakers something that I found in the back of my closet and didn't even.
What the hell is that?
Because
that
we
leather?
are, of course, talking about.
Is that a leather basketball jersey? Not jersey, like basketball shirt. I don't know. That looks. Maybe it's not. That looks wild.
In this video, we're going to be
funky as hell.
Kobe's insane work ethic. The fact that he somehow only sleeps 4 hours a night, and there's a pretty convincing argument you can.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that. Was that when he was younger? Maybe not. I think I remember hearing something about him sleeping barely. He used to play really early.
For yourself, that Kobe's 81-point game is actually better than Wilt's 100-point game. So
oh man, that's a big statement.
Number 7, a high school prodigy. By the time Kobe was a senior, he already knew what the next step in his career would be. His next step would be to go to the prom with Brandy, and then go to the NBA. In preparation for the NBA, Kobe began to take his practice routine to the next level, ending each practice with a game of 1-on-1 to 100 against junior Rob Schwartz. These weren't fun after practice workouts, they were another way for Kobe to prove his dominance. He would annihilate Schwartz, running the score up as much as he possibly could. Schwartz claims that the best he ever did was lose 100 to 12.
The best!
Getting dunked on was like a regular thing for me. When Kobe heard this, he made sure to set the record straight, saying that Schwartz never broke into double digits, that the most he ever scored was 5, because even 15 years later, Kobe could not let anyone think that a random guy named Rob Schwartz had scored.
Oh, so he wasn't like a specific, he was just like a random sort of person. But still, that is wild.
In a game to 100.
That was his best ever score.
Practice legend. In order to reach the NBA, a player needs a certain level of natural born talent.
100%.
There are some things you just can't teach. But once a player reaches the NBA, a great work ethic can be the difference between a role player and an all-star. And that's why Kobe Bryant has arguably the greatest work ethic of all time. The amount of stories to back up Kobe's incredible work ethic are practically infinite. From the 2008 Olympics alone, every single member of the team, along with its staff, has stated that experiencing Kobe's...
This is what it was in, yeah, okay. That's what I was talking about, the whole 4-hour sleep. I'm pretty sure this is what's going to come into this. I remember seeing this about how when they're on the Olympic team, this happened in We're City.
It was a real wake-up call for them. Every player on that roster thought that they were working their hardest. Then they found out that Kobe began his morning workouts at 4 in the morning.
Madman.
Draining workout after workout until it was time for practice. And after practice, he stayed after to get more shots up. The man was that dedicated to his craft. And this work ethic was aided by a trait of Kobe's which actually proves he might not be human. Because despite this tremendous load that this heavy training routine places on his body...
You know what? I don't need too many hours of sleep, man. I can go off 3-4 hours.
Man,
he sleeps 3 to 4 hours a night.
That's wild.
Require 8 hours of sleep to function in their normal lives. Kobe has managed to create a Hall of Fame career on only 4 hours of sleep. With that said, I'll leave you with the single best story that defines Kobe's unmatched work ethic. On the night before Team USA's first practice, Kobe and his trainer Tim Grover completed a 40-mile bike ride that ended at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh,
Just 5
mate.
hours later, Kobe was the first one in the gym, beginning a workout at 7:30 before a full day of practice.
See, that's what I wish, man. I wish I could have that, like my body. I could like handle that sort of stuff. But bro, these are some like to say elite athletes is an understatement. These are some aliens, bro. Like people at this level, they just do things that shouldn't be possible. Like physically, it's just, bro. How are you? And even mentally, because to be like to push yourself, to tell yourself to do these certain things, like have 4 hours sleep, etc. You got to have some elite mentality. So man, I mean, it goes to show like his career like matched it. What he worked, how hard he worked, etc. It matched it.
Number 5.
Bro.
Trash talked opponents. In the art of trash.
Oh wow, I didn't know he was a trash talker like that.
Different paint. Kobe Bryant's paint was to act as if his opponent was beneath him.
Oh no.
To play on the same court as Kobe. This trait was demonstrated early in his career against Hall of Famer Allen Iverson.
Oh madness.
In the NBA Finals, Kobe and Iverson got into it, which led to this.
A lot of talking going on there right now. I think you're going to see the referee step
He's
in and
pissed him off.
separate the two players.
And while in this situation Kobe lost his cool, he eventually learned to keep himself composed at all times.
With LeBron now.
This would cause opponents to fear Kobe, as it seemed nothing could throw him off of his game. And as he got older, his trash talk became more refined. Against the Thunder in 2012, Harden and Durant tried to get into it with Kobe. Kobe was quick to take up the challenge, eventually saying, maybe one day they'll be able to sit at my level. And sometimes Kobe didn't even need to say anything to get his point across.
Oh, that one is bloody mental, bro. The fact that he doesn't even flinch there, like man, I don't understand that. Like it's just human instinct to flinch in them sort of situations.
Curry's rookie year, the Lakers led late when Kobe headed to the foul line. Steph tried to get Kobe out of his room,
Oh,
asking if he was nervous. And according to Curry, Kobe glared at him, a look Steph described as mean and cold. Just like, what are you talking about? Get out of my face, you dumb. Of course, the Lakers won the game. Number 4. Trash talk fans. Sometimes in sports, fans get caught up in the moment and forget the players are actually human beings. Occasionally, this can
100%.
end very poorly. But when Kobe comes across trash talk from fans, he doesn't overreact. He just calmly ethers them. Like the time he responded to a Mavericks fan with a quick counting lesson.
is that like how many titles he's got or something?
Now, trash talking fans is great, but trash talking celebrities is even better.
Oh.
In a game of one-on-one against Bow Wow, Kobe greeted the rapper by saying,
Shit, a lot different swimming with Great Whites than it is seeing them motherfuckers on the Discovery Channel.
he then gave Bow Wow 10 points in a game to 11, still winning and asking the question,
Hey, I thought Muggsy Bogues
Bro, he gave him a 10-point head start and he needed 1 point. He's still...
tired of shit.
though the best trash talk comes when a player says something and then backs it up, which is something Kobe was quick to do with Jamie Foxx. After Fox had a radio show in 2009 in which he badmouthed the Lakers, Kobe...
He asked me who was my team. I told him the Mavericks, and he clowned me. He says, "Oh, Jay, I thought you was the winner."
Hours later, still thinking about their encounter, Kobe shot Fox a text.
And he texted me and said, "One day you'll choke on my 5th ring."
Which, of course, he did, as Kobe won the championship just the next year.
Wow.
And when trash-talking celebrities gets too old, you then move on to the president? Yes, Kobe even trash-talked Obama. As in a visit to the White House, Obama joked that Derrick Rose may have your number to Kobe. Kobe responded with, if he calls that number, I'll be sure to pick up after the 5th ring.
For God's... Oh, that is smart. I'm guessing 5th ring. Like rings, how many championships he won. Yo, that is low-key... I rate that too. He's got a lot of like he's got a lot of like, what's the, charisma, is that the right word? Like he just knows how to sort of say those cheeky sort of replies. But that was a smart reply, to be fair.
Of one-on-one. According to Kobe, he's beaten a lot of guys in one-on-one. This list includes
Rude man, I love it.
Grant Hill, Karan Butler. But the real question is, who has beaten Kobe in one-on-one? And according to him, the answer is
No one?
Who beat you in one-on-one if it ever happened?
Look at his reaction, bro. That don't happen around here.
which makes sense because Kobe's playstyle was that of a one-on-one player. He had countless moves in his arsenal, and at 6'6", he could guard virtually any player. But the one trait that really set Kobe apart in one-on-one was his need to destroy other players to prove he was the alpha male. Like the time he got into it with J.R. Ryder. Ryder had averaged 19 points per game in the previous season.
So
He
solid,
was a
solid.
solid role player for the Lakers, but when he tried to trash talk Kobe, Bryant had no mercy. Phil Jackson actually ended practice right there, so Kobe could take on Ryder in front of the whole team. And
Oh,
according to
mate.
Ron Harper, Kobe destroyed him. Guys
Put him
were
in his
waving
place,
white
bro.
towels, yelling, "Stop the beatdown, please! Please stop!" And while Ryder was good, he wasn't an NBA star, so this beatdown was expected. However, Tracy McGrady was an NBA star, as well as 2 inches taller than Kobe. But when they played in one-on-one, the result was the same. As Kobe said, "I cooked him, roasted him." It wasn't even close. The two stars played 3 games of one-on-one when Kobe was 20, with Bryant winning all 3. In one
When he was
series,
20 as
Kobe
well.
embarrassed McGrady with an 11-2 win. And after the third
11.
matchup, McGrady left the court claiming he had back spasms. Number 2.
Mate, sorry, it's being what is there any 1v1 videos of professional NBA players? Because I didn't know that was like a big thing in the sport. I mean, I guess it does make sense because in soccer it's called Wembley singles. Basically, you just got like one person versus one person with someone in goal. And I'm guessing that's the same sort of concept as this. But 11-2 against a professional player against another professional player, and who's a high level professional player as well. Is that just like does it happen, or is that like a mad score? 'Cause to me, it just sounds like, I mean. Was it Tracy McGrady? I think that was him. He scored once. I mean, to do that against a player, that's pretty low. But I mean, I guess I don't actually understand the sort of score levels in it.
The Jordan comparison.
But it is interesting to see.
His retirement,
And this one.
Michael Jordan was considered the greatest player of all time. And like with all great players, the media was quick to find an heir to Michael Jordan's throne. Every time a young
Kobe, innit?
perimeter player showed flashes of greatness, he was instantly compared to Jordan. Granted,
We get that so much in soccer as well.
These are just some of the names of players who were compared to Jordan. And while these men had great careers, they could never quite match Jordan's achievements. But Kobe did. Almost. Sure, the consensus is that Jordan's career was better than Kobe's. That Jordan as a player was better than Kobe. But that doesn't matter. What does matter is that we can speak about both in the same sentence and have a legitimate argument. Because Kobe is the closest thing to Michael Jordan we have ever seen so far, which in itself is a huge accomplishment. From day one of his career, Kobe heard it time and time again. He wasn't as good as Jordan. He would never approach Jordan's greatness. Some players may have shied away from these comparisons, but Kobe greeted them with open arms.
Head
During
first,
the
bro.
time, he told Gary Payton, "I'm going to be the #1 scorer for the Lakers. I'm going to win 5 or 6 championships, and I'm going to be the best player in the game." And then he went out and packed
Did it.
up those claims. He used Jordan as a model for greatness in the darkest part of his career. When Shaq was gone and Father Time began to knock on his door, he learned to embrace his teammates more, added more shots to his arsenal to deal with his declining athleticism. Soon we found ourselves with a Kobe who had mastered Jordan's iconic fadeaway. A Kobe who had replicated Dirk's fallaway jumper.
God
And
damn.
again, his hard work was rewarded. Kobe finished his career with 5 NBA titles, 11
That's wild.
first-team All-NBAs, and an MVP. He wasn't Jordan because nobody will ever be Jordan. But at the end of the day, the comparison doesn't even matter anymore because he was his own man. He was Kobe
Exactly.
Bryant, a basketball legend who embraced his comparison to the greatest of all time.
And that's what I like what he said there, because he said that other players who were like compared to Jordan when they were younger as well, none of them like lived on to have any kind of success near to him. But Kobe, he did, but that's literally he has 5 championships. But then saying that, now there's people like in the new era or the new generation that will be like, are they the next Kobe kind of thing? Because people, I never look at Kobe as like someone who's underneath Jordan. I look at them. Obviously, Jordan's like an icon of all sport, but Kobe, like saying he's just a name that I know of from just being young. He's just a name I know of, and it's because it's just like he's got his own legendary sort of status. And like again, I've seen other videos saying about how like players in the new generation look up to Kobe as like in the same kind of way Kobe would have looked up to Jordan in previous like older years in the sport. And I mean that's the biggest compliment you can get, man. That's incredible to even get that sort of legacy.
Built his own legacy.
Exactly, man. It's legendary.
81 points.
Of course. How can we miss this one?
Probably noticed by now, this video has only briefly mentioned Kobe's actual play style, noticeable games, and achievements.
81 points in a...
Everyone knows
I still can't understand, like, how do you get 81 points in a game? That's higher than some teams in certain games get altogether. It just doesn't make sense. It's mental.
already about Kobe, and I want to tell you that said, you can't make a video on Kobe without mentioning his 81-point game. Because on January 22nd, 2006, Kobe Bryant scored the most points by a perimeter player in the history of the National Basketball Association, finishing second behind Wilt all time. But here's the thing, Kobe's
Well, that 100 one's mental as well.
Even greater achievement than Wilt's 100 points. It sounds crazy, but bear with me.
I'm interested to see what he says here.
The actual games both players had. We have to remember, the pace of games was drastically
Teams
different in
average 79 points per game. And he got... That is disgusting.
and Kobe's. When Wilt played, teams averaged a lot more possessions.
Okay, so he's playing in
More
much
shots. If you
less
want to know
defensive
about
sort of
this,
situation.
I made a video on it. In Wilt's 100-point game, he attempted a staggering 63 shots and took 32 free throws. To put that amount of shots into perspective, the highest amount of field goal attempts in a game since 1984
50.
was 50, which was 13 less shots than
Jeez.
in Kobe's 81-point game. He took only 46 shots from the field and attempted 20 free throws, which means he took 17 less shots than Wilt and 12 less free throws. Now, if we adjusted Kobe's attempts in his 81-point game to the fast-paced era in which Wilt played, Kobe would finish with 65 shots from the field, 28 free throws, and 104.
Obviously, that's an analogy, so you can look at it different ways. This doesn't discredit what Wilt did whatsoever. But it's interesting to see these kinds of ways. Obviously, I'm not going to say who's better because I'm not really in the position to say that. But seeing this is kind of interesting, man.
14 points. And yes, Kobe had the three-point
114.
line, which shouldn't matter because Wilt was a center anyway. But even if you adjust his three-point attempts and take them away, Kobe still finishes with 104 points. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's way too easy to play the adjustment game, which is true, and this adjustment isn't foolproof.
Exactly, yeah.
Wilt played in a league where teams took way more shots. I can't stress this enough. On the night of his 100-point game, the Sixers took 118 shots from the field. In comparison, the Lakers only took 88. And on top of all of this, Kobe scored his points in a game that was actually competitive for 4 quarters. His team was actually
Good point, Ashley.
14 at halftime. Wilt, on the other hand, scored his 100 points in an absolute blowout.
That's a very, very good point.
Finished with 169 points and actually
Very good point,
intentionally
actually.
fouled the other team throughout the fourth quarter to give more possessions for Wilt, making sure that he would finish with 100 points. So with all this said, both scoring outputs were obviously legendary, but the argument can certainly be made that Kobe's was more impressive. And so thank you guys for watching.
Shout. I like how he said about the competitiveness of the game, because I remember seeing that video and they were losing for a majority of the game from what I remember. And they go on to win it right like near the end, and it's just like, bro, to do that, literally, he didn't just do it in like a landslide, just a dominant win. He did it when they were in need of him to actually do so, if that makes sense. So I do see what he's saying in that point, to be fair. It's a very, very good analogy and good way to look at certain things. But again, shout out to both of them. I say shout out, like they need that. But I mean, what they both done is just legendary. Like, to get 100 points is dumb. To get 81 points is just dumb, especially in the new generation of basketball.
Kobe is honestly one of the most incredible human beings on the planet. And yes,
For real, man. Sad that he says
I know
that.
I got a lot of comments on this before, but when I'm saying he's not human, I'm just saying he's an incredible specimen of an athlete.
Yeah,
It's
of
like
course,
when
man. I get
a
what he
player says
means.
A player's on fire. Unless you're playing NBA Jam, that player is not on fire. Hopefully. And to my loyal subscribers, I love you guys. The fact that I get to make YouTube videos on the sport that I've loved since I was a kid is just mind-blowing to me.
What a guy,
Thank
man.
you for everything. And if you haven't subscribed already and you love basketball, I think you'd really enjoy.
Shout out to Michael Zamba, another banging video. I really enjoy his sort of his style again. Basketball, YouTube on basketball, like how they've got all these stories, is so crazy, man. I love it so much compared to I like baseball, like there's SB Nation and all these new channels that I'm finding, but something with basketball, all these channels on them is really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. We know what the comments is going to be, man. It's going to be to do with obviously this is 2 months after it's just happened. Kobe wasn't Jordan, but Jordan wasn't Kobe. Exactly, man. Well, this Rubatoid, Kobe. Oh man. If you don't think that Kobe is a better player than LeBron, raise your hand. Okay. These comparisons, I'm not here for that. I mean, obviously comparisons are what in sport. You always want to know who's the best, but especially with what's happened, man, I don't want to compare him because he's his own person. He's in the game forever. He's not he's in the history books forever. Nothing's changing that as one of the greatest players. But man, it's sad to see, obviously, with everything that happened. But he's left his legacy, and he's going to be known as, again, one of the best players of all time. But I appreciate the suggestions, man, because it's letting me look deeper into certain players, etc. And I do enjoy it. Really, really appreciate the fact that I can see that sort of stuff. Thanks to YouTubers like Mike Kozemba, etc. Because they've just all got really good styles of videos. But hopefully you guys enjoy. Until next time, like, subscribe, peace.